What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Wanted to make a quick update for you guys. Made a few changes here in this room. First off, we did move this over here instead of right there. I felt like it was just too close to the T-Rex, and I wanted to give it a little bit more breathing space and whatnot. Plus, we put the little 1/10 Raptor set up there. Previously, it was with the Spinosaurus, which we also moved. Some people commented doing the Mosasaurus down low, him up top. The big reason to do that is that does not benefit being higher up. Like, it has a good, decent presence, but in terms of like visually seeing the water, the base, or the Mosasaurus, it doesn't gain much top shelf. Where this guy, you can see his super ultra cool face and this base very easily. Like, much better up high. So we'll keep it like this. The only thing I would maybe even consider is raising that shelf because there's a lot of empty space there and not as much there. Although, let me think of how much. It would have to go right here. So it'd be quite a bit higher because of this. So, yeah, it'd have to be quite a bit higher, actually. Like, much higher. So I don't think that would work. I think that's the best I can do. But I can still see this perfectly fine, even standing up. Of course, once you sit down, even better. So from the previous video, I did add jungle theme here and jungle theme here. Now, the main reason for that, to make it jungle themed, which matches the whole look, but also it covers the scratches that were on the base, because those were annoying. We also added blinds to block the sun, and I changed out the light bulb again. This is the light bulb now. This is a 3000K, and it's meant for art galleries. And I really actually like this lighting. So it's a warm white. So it's not just pure white, which I don't know if I necessarily like pure white. I like a mixture of white and yellow. And that's actually what I do with the shelving. You can see there, yellow and white. I think a yellow-white is the best look. And so this light, it actually works really good. So, and I also slightly moved the T-Rex a little more this way. So the moment you enter the room, it's literally looking at you, which is pretty badass. And then when I'm sitting on the bed, like chilling like a villain, I actually put the pillows like this. In fact, let's just move this bad boy here. Then I can put the pillows here, and I can basically just chill on this. And then I get that beautiful angle, which also helped the lighting a little bit on the T-Rex. So the lighting's pretty good on it. I can basically just chill here like this while also watching some TV, like chill and watch anime. I've been watching lots of anime lately, which doesn't necessarily need like a 70-inch screen. You can easily watch it like My Hero Academia on that TV. I have a Roku connected to it. But yeah, this is basically the update for the Jurassic room. And I also made some updates to DBZ. And a lot of these changes, folks, were off your guys' recommendation just here where people had recommended that. T-Rex, that was my idea. I know people in general wanted me to add the whole jungle theme. Some people want me to do it for the whole wall. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just doing it like this. Like, I'm not getting any more changes outside of this. I think it looks freaking perfect. And as of right now, there's no plans to add any additional dinosaur statues. If I was, the only things that would spark my interest is the double T-Rex, which would be sick. If I got that, it'd have to go like right here. And then the Giganotosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, and T-Rex Jurassic World Dominion. But that one is a freaking like huge space hog, and especially if you want to display it as is, it's like 6 feet wide. If you did just the Tyrannosaurus and the Giganotosaurus, you'd have to do the Giga up there next to its bust, do another garage shelf in front of the closet, more towards like this part, and then you do maybe the Tyrannosaurus and the Indominus Rex or the Mosasaurus. But yeah, in essence, you'd have to add another garage shelf that height, so just one tier with 2 statues on it. And then you get the Tyrannosaurus and the Giga. That's pretty much it. And then, of course, the double T-Rex, if I was to add more. I don't feel like it's necessary. The double T-Rex is really cool, but I already have 1, 2, 3 T-Rex statues The Giga, I have the bust, so I don't have the statue, and I don't have the Tyrannosaurus, or if I'm pronouncing it right. But I don't think that's like a necessary. It was only in one movie for maybe like 10 minutes on screen, if that, probably less. It's a cool dinosaur, no doubt. But yeah, in essence, I would have to put a garage shelf like right here. Which, if we back it up to kind of show you, yeah, imagine a garage shelf like that. Boom. I wouldn't want it directly next to this. I would want it a little bit more forward. Now, in terms of this closet, this basically just has a ton of junk. Like, stuff I'd pretty much never use. So, I guess if I ever did need to get into it, I could just move the statues very easily. But yeah, basically a shelf right there. And then if you did want to get the double T-Rex, I'd probably actually just return this. Although I don't even know if it would fit on this. This is 33 inches wide, not deep enough. It would fit. And I'd have to have it facing this way, like the T-Rex here and here. But that is really the only type of statue that could fit if I wanted to do more Jurassic. You guys know I wanted the Neytiri bust, but with tariffs, if there's a 54% increase in that price, it's going to be $10,000. Alrighty, so in terms of updates down here, so we actually did end up purchasing the Penetrator. Got it for a great deal through Comic Concepts, already shipped. I am going to spread out the collection to make things look a little bit better. But we're going to move Bloodborne and probably Neo in this display and just do Demon Souls in the middle, Bloodborne and Neo. Jin Sakai, we're probably going to just spread things out a little bit better. I was actually thinking of potentially doing Jin Sakai there and doing Horizon Zero Dawn here, move Halo and Gears back there again, and doing that Kratos down there. Horizon does work better, bigger, but it also works where it's at, but I definitely do prefer where I had it, like in a big shelf. Jin, I like Jin in the middle, but I'll have to consider that. Anyways, DBZ, we made some changes, all based off some of your guys' recommendation. First, Frieza was moved next to Broly. It's a taller shelf, so it has better visibility. It actually would fit. I can angle it just straight like that. This also would work great if I decide to get KD Frieza bust, which I would put right there, and then KD Goku vs. Vegeta where the dragon's at. So I'm still waiting for the prototype on that thing, but Frieza is my favorite villain and third favorite character from Dragon Ball Z. It's got to be Vegeta, and then Goku and Frieza, like in that order. So, in essence, all three KD busts would be like this. Frieza bust next to the Z Warriors with his statue underneath. I think that'd work beautiful. Because I can't just do like Gohan vs. Cell, Goku vs. Frieza. Even Prime 1 Frieza would be like, I feel like a bust. Frieza bust would work best. So, I think most likely we're going to get KD Frieza bust. And then just Goku vs. Vegeta can even go into this display if we need the space. As you can see, that's not even pulled forward, but I could have some of it going in here if we need it. But I'm confident I'll be able to fit both. Especially if you do KD Goku vs. Vegeta at a diagonal angle, where Goku's like here, Vegeta here. I feel like it'd only take up this much space. And then a KD bust would only take up, as you can see, like Goku and Vegeta, this much space. So, yeah, that works good. And then we paired Sume Vegeta right here with Boo, same, saga. And we did Cell with Gohan and Goku. Now, I actually can have Gohan facing Boo, but he gets much better angles like that, and so I'm fine just having it like that. So this allows us to see Cell better. Even like when I'm walking by, I get better angles of him. He's also on a taller shelf, so when I'm standing here before, that black bar was cutting off his head, where now I can actually see it better. Gohan isn't visibly as good, but now androids go next to Trunks, which gives them better visibility. So that pairs really nicely. So in essence, previously I was kind of doing like the whole villains display, which worked really good when it was in here, but now we're doing it by saga, if you think about it. So you got Frieza saga with Broly and Super Saiyan 1 Goku, which works because Frieza recruited Broly and whatnot. So you got Frieza saga, Boo saga, Cell Saga, Android Saga, just a Goku and Vegeta display, Z Warriors, and then obviously Frieza and the Dio, the KD Goku versus Vegeta. So it'll work really good. Still need to wall mount that. I'll get that taken care of today. And I'll start spreading out some of this video game display. Got to decide exactly how I want to do it. I don't necessarily want to move Horizon unless it's permanently going to be moved, because that's a pain to move. I mean, I can still see it pretty good here. Obviously, the black bar covers him a little bit, but I can still see like Aloy great. So I could just keep it there. In essence, move Bloodborne and Neo, or keep Neo where it's at and do Bloodborne with Demon Souls and have extra space for whatever else I want. Some people had commented Zelda in here. Zelda, yes, it's a video game, but it doesn't work. It's too colorful and cartoony, and it just looks out of place. Where like all this is very like serious and highly detailed and realistic statues. When I had Zelda in here, it just always looked out of place. MK still has that realistic, darker tones, works good. DBZ was very vibrant and cartoony. That's why as well we wanted to get it out of here. So Zelda would also break that. So we need to stay away from Zelda in here. Just keep it where it's at. So Zelda stays. We're going to get Penetrator next week. We got the bonus version. Last one in stock anywhere I saw too. FF7 goes there. And then we do have space for, of course, I mean, I eventually think I need to lower that Kratos. I think it has to be lowered. But I'm going to say optimistic, continue with my plan. My job's going really good right now. Money is great. So, yeah, we bought Penetrator. And this is also to show you, like, this display. You got that. This is just the Predator heads, extra ones. And then the additional Z Warriors that used to go next to the statues. So they're really just there as swap outs. Should I decide to change it up to look more like really Dragon Ball or Saiyan Saga look. Anyways, folks, hope you enjoyed this little update. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.